Welcome to What's Up Poland, the regular news story about Poland. Now, this is an interesting question. What would Warsaw, the capital city of Poland, have looked like if it hadn't have been completely ripped up by post-war communist planners and as destroyed during the Second World War? That's a fascinating question, which I think everybody who's ever moved to Warsaw and found out more about the history of the city has asked themselves, because it was once known, and I'm putting this in quotation marks because I actually had a discussion with a urban planning historian who told me that it wasn't true, as the Paris of Central and Eastern Europe. So a remarkable young fellow called Krzysztof, I just have to find his name here just to make sure I can say it properly, Rucinski, using a computer game, which I have to admit I didn't know about, called Cities Skylines, spent a year reimagining what Warsaw would have looked like if it had been part not of the USSR, so the Soviet bloc, but as part of the West, so as part of the free world for the last 75 years. So it's really interesting. It's what he does is he basically reimagined Warsaw in various ways. So, for example, the Warsaw Ghetto had been flattened, but more of Warsaw's Jews had survived it. So it's really interesting. I'm gonna ask editor Philip now, if you can, just to show the video. I've got it on here. There's a bit of preamble at the start, but then Krzysztof essentially uses this computer game. Although it is a computer game, it's really cool to show you how Warsaw is going to be rebuilt. So, Philip, I'm at 425 here, and you can see, I think it's Zamek Królewski, and then he's showing bits of the city together. You can see some town planning, pretty horrible, but also lots of houses as well. There's not so many of those in Warsaw as the average participant would like. And basically what he's done here is reimagine. So you can watch the video. We'll include a link to it under the bottom of this video, and you can see how Warsaw might have looked. Warszawa, Warszawa. It's a city which for me inspires me. It's a city which, despite its ugliness, or maybe because of it, it's easy to fall in love with. So click on the link under this video. You can see how Krzysztof spent a year reimagining Warsaw.